Artikum Museum. और उम्मीद करता हूँ बहुत मज़ा आएगा। यहाँ भी वो चीज़ें हैं जो हमने खैर हम सब ने गालिब कभी ना देखी हो।
Exhibition ticket includes the exhibitions in Artikum.
Well, here we run through some of the things that you can buy at the Artikum shop. And look at this beautiful soft leather made from deer skin. It all is good, looks good, but you know, the surprise is inside. It costs 40 euros. So, you know, it is expensive, but you know, you're going to get something good for your money. This is reindeer skin. Well, just even by looking at it, you know, you can feel that this is something warm. And as you basically push your fingers inside the fur, you get a feeling of warmth. And another something interesting, made of real good solid wood. Looks like nail polish to me, with the top made of I think deer skin horns. And these are the cups that ancient people used to drink in. Now these are new obviously, but they are made of special wood, and that's how they used to look back in the days. Next, and ladies and gentlemen, this is amethyst, an earth-based mineral stone. So that backhand basically produces what you see at the front, which is like this kind of purplish blossoming effect. As you see, so very interesting. People used to use this to basically travel on snow. And what you see there is again reindeer skin. And this is a coat made out of wolf skin. Now, in the old days, or in the ancient days, hunting a wolf used to be a status symbol, and the coats accordingly. But now, wolves cannot be hunted because obviously that brings their population down, and we don't want to make them extinct, do we? And let me show you some pictures from 1800s. And it says there, these pictures are taken around 1881. Right, inside here, flash photography and touching the items is prohibited because they could basically fall and get knocked on the ground and break, so please be careful. And this is a 3D model of the landscape of this area. As you see, before World War II, this site basically, well, looks pretty normal. Everything is in okay condition. However, after World War II had taken place, this is how it looked. So it looks like a bit of a mess, as you see right in the middle where the road is. And even from a distance, you know, it looks like ruins and a demolished kind of area where a lot of places look, run down, in a bad state, demolished. So not good. War is war, and war is not good. May Almighty save us and live and let live. And this is ancient life depicting those days, showing a man and a woman, possibly his wife, sitting together, and in a setting that basically reflects that era. That early on, you see there on the right hand side was a camera, that the kind of camera that was used to take photographs like them. And these are some old black and white photographs showing families and people in the old outdoor setting doing their daily business, was possibly hunting. It's all life, and this is basically shows a 3D version of how logging took place, where logs were dipped in water on a huge basis and processed to make, well, houses, or the kind of houses they had in those days. And this, I think, is just shows how fire was lit. And this is basically an inside of a tent where the people used to live, and some food or fish or pieces of meat hanging that is used to store. And these are the kind of the knives made out of sharpened stone with a kind of handle at the back, covered with the cloth as a handle to hold. The kind of tools, again, made from stone, carved up in certain ways to be used for different purposes. And this is fish that is stored and how it used to be stored in those days. This is some kind of seal. I think Arctic seals looks like it, because its color is white with some dots on its body in its natural habitat. And this is a community where people, I think that black color there represents the killing of these seals, how people used to basically hunt. And those are the tents with that black hole at the front, basically the entrance. And this is some boat making taking place with fish, and also besides the fish hanging and being dried, I guess. And this display shows how fish are caught in the sea. That there is a boat, and what you see there is a net. And it shows how nets are basically put in place to catch fish in those times. And now things have changed. The bicycle has come and in life, and the petrol as well, some tires. So the car has been invented and it's being used. And this is what we went yesterday to see, the Northern Lights. But we got through about 3 days left, so we're still going to be on the lookout for them. And they are seen only at night. Well, what a wonderful sight that is. God is great. And the popular reindeer. And the reindeer skin is pretty popular here, and it uses lots of things, and ancient people really used it to the full. And if you want to buy a reindeer skin, and this is how it around about 100 euros, as you see there. So this is a sample there. I used to have some kind of thing wrapping it, but this is just to show the structure and how life used to be inside of these kind of tents. and how people used to warm things up, makes warm water up, or even like do cooking. A baby sleeping in a beautiful kind of handmade kind of nest, I would say, and that was sitting area over there, and the dog basically doing its job. And this is a sledge with things inside, and how they used to move in the waters at that time. And this is a boat with, you see some equipment inside there, which basically is meant to be used for catching fish. And supplies or other things, that can be used to catch fish. And this is, I think, an otter, I think, but don't quote me on it. And some species of bird, carefully displayed here, and some of them probably are recognizable by yourself, but there's a wolf there as well, owls, eagles, and some of the species of wildlife. So far so good. I mean, it's been a very informative tour so far. And what do we see now? Yeah, the bears in the natural setting, and they look pretty natural there. I suppose.
तो जी ये जो फिनलैंड में नॉर्थ का इलाका है उसमें जो लोग रहते हैं उनको सैमाई बोलते हैं, SAMMI। और ये इनारी वगैरह वो इलाका आपको दिखाऊंगा मैप पे, वो नॉर्थ में आता है। तो वहाँ के ये जो ट्रेडिशन है उसमें ये शादी का जो है वो लिबास उसकी अक्कासी की गई है।
Let's show you this sledge here. And animal would basically tow it from the front. People would sit here along with other things they had to transport. And it's like a car of that era. A smaller one. And the front and the back, as you can see. Different style there, but still for snow, like the rest of them. And this is actually like a canoe. A person will sit there, and those are the pedals used for moving it in water. It's made of actually, I think the skin is on top is leather. Well, I'm sure the skin must be waterproof. And what's on this canoe is basically another sledge. So they take the boat, go to where they want to go, and park it, take the sledge, and carry things from wherever they want to bring them, come to the boat, and fix the sledge right on the canoe, and then go back. So it's meant for crossing as well. And now there's another small exhibition, part of the main exhibition, obviously. And this display is more about climate change, how climate is changing, and how it's affecting planet Earth. So there was a lot we actually learned there, and some of the displays there, or these small, these photographs shown, show how the Arctic change has effect on these wild animals, and how they're changing as well along with the climate. So when you look at this, you do feel sorry how we irresponsibly are destroying the planet. But I guess nature will always be in charge and take us or take this world until it wants to take it until a certain point. So we certainly going to have an effect, but you know, we are not supreme. Nature is supreme, and it's always going to be. So now we're heading to a different exhibition now. Part of the one exhibition we actually saw. This is like small exhibitions within one main center, which is a main exhibition, and these are the small components within that exhibition that we are actually looking at. This is a huge place. So climate change exhibition continues, and it's awareness of how we can responsibly act. And some of the clothing, well, I'm sure it's geared towards the winter because this is a cold place. And this is totally made of skin, animal skin. Happy people living in the cold, still happy. Humans do get used to where they're where they're settled, and the children as well. Children clothing. Let's go upstairs and see what we can see there. And some more canoes. Again, the skin is made out of leather. This is the longest canoe I think I've seen so far. It's got 2 places, so 2 people can sit there. So they are smaller and wider and narrower canoes depending on what kind of waters they are entering and going to be traveling on. This is probably, I think, fish catching device. And this is the skeleton of such canoes. And there's a lot of hard work that goes in assembling the structure of this canoe before the skin is added to make it waterproof and obviously go on water. That ring there obviously is where the person sits, and these are like a vertebra structure, just like the backbone of this particular canoe. So this again are different kinds of canoes, but still they do the same job. Another small exhibition, and this is to do with clothes of children and boys and girls. These are mainly girls, and that's for a young girl. So these were still made in the 1990s as well, of the inhabitants of in this area. So this is kind of, I would say, the new designs of clothing people are wearing, but still they are very colorful and have a representation of history built into them. Some colors or some that look like decoration actually. These, I have a question mark, I'm afraid. I'm not sure what that is, but it's certainly some old stuff. Yeah. Next time if I go, I'll probably find that out. Some hats for young children. And these are where, people used to sit and do their daily chores at home, fixing things, mending things, and etc., etc. So the tour has been so far so good, and I really enjoyed my time here. Very informative it was, and for your information, these are some shoes made out of some skins of certain animals, and these are for children, by the way. And now we watch a small film on geography. Geography might be a boring subject at college, but you know what? I don't agree with that. We can never be complete without nature. So let's watch this beautiful, beautiful film that I've put together for your eyes only on the beautiful Finland. Enjoy.
वो पर्दे हैं खुल जा और ये देखें जी तो जी ये यहाँ का था टूर। उम्मीद है आपको अच्छा लगा होगा। बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं, कहते में आपको पूरा दिन चाहिए यहाँ पे। एक एक्सप्रेशन रफली हमने गालबन मेन कवर की है। 2 एक्सप्रेशन अभी और बाकी हैं, ये भी हमने तकरीबन 60% 70% कवर की होगी। लेकिन ये आपको एक झलक दी है, एक आइडिया दिया है, आप आएँ और जानें। ज़िंदगी बहुत शॉर्ट है, इंसान में हर वक्त मसरूफ़ रहता है, लेकिन इन चीज़ें टाइम निकाल के आप देखें, ज़िंदगी बड़ी खूबसूरती के साथ। चले अभी खाना खाना है, भूख सख्त लगी है, और मिलते हैं इसके बाद। इंशाल्लाह सफ़र होगा हमारा स्टार्ट लेवी का, आपको रखेंगे साथ।